For my chapter 11 quotes, my first one is on chapter 11.1.1, and that is worrying about your speech and continuing to focus on your fear may actually increase your fear. And this, I think the author's saying is you just need to practice your speech, work on it, and know that you're going to give it your best. Focusing on if you're going to do good or if they're going to like it or if you're going to get your point across can just lead to your anxiety, make you more irritable, worrying about it. If you just relax and let your speech be your speech, you know that you're doing your best. And this means to me, I tend to do it. I tend to worry about something and fixate on it. Like, is it going to be as good? Am I going to come across good? And by the time I get up to do it, I'm sweating, I'm sick to my stomach, I can't focus on it. So I think that's what the author is trying to say, is to just relax and follow the steps of how to prepare and know that you've given it your best. My second quote in chapter 11 is from 11.5. And that is, the principle of recency suggests that the audience remembers best what they hear last. And that, to me, the author's saying, make sure that in your closing, your conclusion of your speech, that you're recapping all your main points, because your audience is going to pick up on the last bit of your speech the audience will remember. So you want to make sure that you have a good recap of all your points that you were trying to make, or your message that you were trying to get across. You need a good ending to the speech. For chapter 12, my first quote is from 12.2.3, and that's, your face is the primary source of whatever specific emotion you communicate to your audience. And I think the author is trying to say here is you need to make sure that you're making eye contact, that you're not rolling your eyes or looking annoyed, because the audience is going to pick up on whatever behavior that you're exhibiting. So if you're not interested in this topic and you're just doing it just to do it, the audience is going to know that. So you need to make sure that when you're giving something, that you're putting in your effort and giving your work, whether you want to do it or not. My second quote in chapter 12 is 12.2.5, and that is, you should articulate distinctively to ensure that your audience may clearly determine the words that you are using. And I think the author is trying to say here is make sure that you're slowing down, taking the time to pronounce things, because a lot of times certain words can sound like another one. This is where I kind of tend to have a hard time with. I tend to try to hurry through things because I'm nervous, or I just, I hate being up in front of people or hate speaking. So I tend to talk fast, and sometimes my words kind of get moved together. So I need to learn to slow down, take my time, make sure my pronunciation and stuff in my words is good. And that ends my chapter 11 and 12.